However, every Indian city is unique, with its own distinct character and culture. Urban planners are looking not just at addressing infrastructure needs, but also improving tourist facilities and rejuvenating heritage sites. Varanasi. This city in northern India, which is focusing on restoring ancient heritage. This is a city known for its extravagant temples and ghats. The expansive riverfront steps by the Ganga, where the evening Aarti, the song of praise to India's holiest river, is the star attraction. This unique city attracts over 6 million pilgrims and tourists every year, nearly 6 times the city's own population. And the city administration is looking at smart solutions to manage visitors.
To make the city citizen-friendly, to make the city tourist-friendly, to try to restore heritage which have been degraded and bring up the cities to standards which a modern city also deserves. That is, to my idea, the smartness of a city in context of Varanasi.
The Kashi Vishwanath temple is the heart of this ancient city. The temple dedicated to Lord Shiva is one of the 12 Jyotirlingas and sees nearly 3,000 devotees every day. Deepak Agarwal is not just the city's divisional commissioner, but also the chairman of the Kashi Vishwanath Temple Trust. Overseeing the building of the Kashi Vishwanath corridor. That will finally link the temple with the Ganga river.
We are creating a Kashi Vishwanath Dham, where around 300 odd properties have been acquired and demolished, preserving the old and important structures and heritage importance. And we are creating a direct pathway from the Ganges to the temple, which will provide a world-class facility for all the pilgrimage across the world to visit this holy site.
The Pilgrim Facilitation Center is helping devotees as well as tourists to access the temple. Here, people can pre-book their visit and also find an English-speaking guide to show them around.
My name is Jerome and I come from Bordeaux.
My name is Warren and I'm from France and Paris.
Varanasi is a very old city.
People that we know already came here before in the past and they told us that it was a great experience, really deep and intense, and so we wanted to have this experience of our own.
This temple is modified by queens of...
Jerome and Warren get a guided tour of the temple. They experience Hindu temple rituals and get a glimpse of Indian spirituality.
We are not used to this in our country, but it's very interesting and also it makes you think about this. I think I will remember it, yeah, for sure.
That will stay in my heart. Ça restera dans mon esprit et dans mon cœur pour toujours.
Today, the city administration, the smart city officials, and the temple priests are meeting to discuss how they can use technology to offer more services to devotees.
वो वहाँ पे अपने लैपटॉप में बैठेगा, यहाँ पे हम लोग मंदिर में अपना
On the cards are plans to offer live streaming of prayers, as well as personalized ritual packages to the faithful.
और उसके ब्याह में यहाँ पे हम लोग रुद्राभिषेक करेंगे। तो उसमें कोई धार्मिक अड़चन तो आप लोग के हिसाब से कुछ नहीं है। दूसरा जो है वो काफ़ी इंटरेक्टिव है, तो हर की इच्छा होती है कि भी कम से कम अगर हम लोग मणिकर्णिका में उसको नहीं ले जा पाए तो कम से कम उसका अस्थि विसर्जन जो हम लोग गंगा में प्रभावित करें।
उसको थोड़ा सा ना अलग करना पड़ेगा इससे।
अच्छा,
क्योंकि पूजा पद्धति में और अस्थि विसर्जन दोनों थोड़ी अलग अलग चीज़ें।
तो ये दोनों सर्विसेज एक उस पर नहीं हो रही, एक रुद्राभिषेक और ये दोनों अलग अलग सर्विस है, तो इसमें कोई और को अड़चन तो नहीं है, तो इसको फिर आगे बढ़ाओ, उसको 3 महीने के लिए पायलट तो कराई लो।
Out by the river, the 84 ghats of Varanasi are a world by themselves. The riverside, a place to pray, to meditate, to try and understand the idea of India, or to simply gaze upon the river flowing by. Now the old ghats are getting a makeover. Photographer Saurabh Singh has been capturing the ghats for the last 20 years and has been documenting this change.
घाट की भव्यता बढ़ती गई, फिर काफ़ी चेंजेज हुए, स्टोन वर्क हुए, रेस्टोरेशन वर्क हुए, एस्थेटिक सेंस वाइज भी बहुत सारे चेंजेज हो रहे हैं। क्लीननेस पे काफ़ी ज़्यादा जोर है। काशी को शूट, जब मैं फ़ोटो शूट करता हूँ या कुछ भी ड्राइंग, तो मुझे नित्य नए नए आयाम मिलते हैं। हमेशा कोई नया एंगल लाइट्स का हो या सन का हो या लोगों का हो या कोई नई कंपोजिशन, हमेशा कुछ न कुछ नया मिलते रहा काशी पे।
The ancient ghats are getting a new makeover. Ashish Srivastava is the principal conservation architect leading the restoration. The imposing Ahilya Bai Mahal is shrouded by scaffolding, and work is on to repair years of damage.
There are few which we can say, you can call it cosmetic damages, but there are structural damages also because of constant touch of water. So we are actually trying to remove all those piecemeal additions which are not authentic and trying to bring back the glory of the entire ghat.
The restoration work is being done according to a holistic plan, using traditional methods.
We are working here on an 18th century structure, so we are working the same technology. So the mortar is also has got same composition, which is lime, surkhi and sand. So we are not using cement in this structure.
Varanasi is a living museum. This culturally and historically important city is trying to find a smart balance as it takes steps to modernize while preserving its distinct character.
Adding the modern component with our already rich heritage and culture, I think we'll be able to make this really, the city really smart city, and we'll be able to attract large number of tourists, not just from India but also from abroad, which will add a great deal of value to the economy of the city and generate a lot of employment for the citizens of this city.
4 unique cities finding distinct solutions for their problems. These are trailblazers, India's lighthouse cities, a model for others to follow. The future is clear. Governments will have to keep thinking smartly to make the best use of their finite resources and still address their citizens' needs.
When talking about smart cities, for me, it's a city which is healthy, it's livable, it's equitable, it's sustainable.
Technology and data analysis will become more widespread, helping city officials to make good decisions.
So a smart city actually needs to use data information in a way which will allow it to do things smartly, be able to anticipate problems ahead of time and try to go and intervene. That is where smartness comes in, right? Where you actually, the intellectual smartness or data smartness.
Urban planners know that a smart, well-run city will not just raise the happiness quotient of its citizens, but also impact the economy.
70% of India's GDP will come from urban areas. 70% of what happens to climate change will happen because of what we do in urban areas. 70% of energy use is going to happen because of what we do in urban areas. The lives of citizens, the economic growth and jobs in our country, all is going to be decided as to from what we actually end up doing in these cities.
Exploding population and shrinking resources are impacting cities across the globe. India is responding by raising smart cities whose infrastructure is intuitive and inspiring.
We selected only 100 cities. It doesn't mean that we don't want the rest of the 4,300 cities not to become smart. Rather, these 100 cities are like lighthouses. They are like laboratories for developing such kind of models which will prove worthwhile to be implemented in the rest of the cities.
The Smart Cities mission is creating the next generation of cities for tomorrow, a big step towards being future ready.